Ken, I got to give these fans a big A for originality, but I've also got to send them up to the merchandise stands. That's not the official 25th anniversary Gravedigger line, but there's some great merchandise for Gravedigger fans, and you want to check out any chance you get the 25th anniversary merchandise. Well, it's only going to be around for 1 year, and it's going to be collector's items.
Those are our fans right there. That's big-time support, and they come out here and support all types of trucks, including this one, Blue Thunder and Tony Farrell.
The big, bad Ford based in the Motor City, Detroit, Michigan. It's Tony Farrell and Blue Thunder. Now, the leader is Escalade, George Bellhand, sitting in the hot seat with a score of 26. And El Matador still number 2 on the list.
Oh, right off the bat, doing a little cross-threading there over the jumps. It's a different look.
And we haven't seen really much of that yet, so the cross-thread is going to impress the judges, especially with him being one of the first to really do it and do it effectively as part of a move.
Well, it just looks so different when you're up there. It's finally like your eyes see something different.
Over the bus stack with no issues whatsoever. Tony Farrell doing what he does best, and that's stay aggressive. Farrell is one of the best at going from obstacle to obstacle, jump to jump. Not a lot of wasted effort, and always a lot of big air in a Blue Thunder Freestyle.
Lands that one nice. The rear tires on the down ramp on the tabletop. This floor is so big, and he drives this thing hard. He's always had big horsepower under him his entire career, even back from the mud racing days.
Farrell is going to fill the clock, it appears, so that should give him a nice score. Is it enough to take the lead away from George Bellhand and an Escalade? Well, if he can slap this wheelie at them, that probably hurts him, because remember how strong Escalade's wheelies were. And Tony tried to get one there, and he really didn't get it.
Yeah, he tried to finish it hard with a big wheel stand, just didn't quite nab it. Kind of pulled up on the left rear, and he needed both of them planted.
And when you're looking at a scoring situation, the judges have to compare his wheelies to the wheelies of George Bellhand, and frankly, that's where Escalade has an advantage right now.
Tries it once again. It looks like the rear steer just kind of gives out on him. It kind of turns the truck a little bit, and he can't plant both rear tires. Here we go. Clock's down, though.
Yeah, now the scores are already turned in. He just gave the fans a little bit of a bonus there. They're loving it. This crowd is loud and rocking for Tony Farrell and the built Ford Tough Blue Thunder. Let's watch the replay.
Stabs on the throttle right there. That was a pretty decent one, but as the run went on, something in the back of the truck right there, you can see the rear end is not lined up the way it should be, and it fought him the rest of the run.
Tony Farrell and Blue Thunder, I will be surprised if that takes the lead. I think Escalade may have just a little bit more. The scores are good, but with a 23, he'll not be able to knock George Bellhand out of the hot seat. Escalade remains your leader, but look out. Here comes the kid. Now remember, Adam Anderson, we've seen him win freestyles on speed before, but that was driving other trucks. Now he makes his freestyle debut in Daddy's state-of-the-art Gravedigger number 20.
And I think you said it there. State-of-the-art is critical because this truck works so good. It's an amazing piece of machinery.
Oh!
He talked about how much horsepower it felt like this truck had. Most of these engines make about the same horsepower. My guess is it felt like it had more horsepower because the chassis works so much better.
What was the term he used earlier when we talked to him? It's like cheating, he thinks, driving this truck. And again, his TAS team has got a good truck for him, but there's no question. The Gravedigger truck has the best of everything. That's the way Dennis Anderson wants it. But it's got that new body style for the 25th anniversary, that new logo, and Adam Anderson is proud to be driving it for his dad, while his dad gets himself back to healthy after that shoulder injury he suffered in Minneapolis.
Of course, he proved last year he can go out and win one of these competitions in freestyle. The kid is an amazing driver, and he's not afraid, has great control, great floor presence, great onboard shot right there, the right hand up there on the rear steer. As he goes into a donut, he looks out of the right, which is the way he was going, to see where he was and where he can go next.
Still 25 seconds. If he fills it strong, he will no doubt take the lead away from Escalade. This has been the most action-packed freestyle performance start to finish, and we've seen some great performances here in Houston, but Adam's getting it done. It looks like one of the tires is going down, Ken.
Yeah, that right front tire is flat. He's doing a great job so far. It hasn't changed a thing as far as how the truck is working. He's been going the right direction. Right here is where he can get in trouble. The left-handers will get him in trouble.
Well, he's able to survive that one. Now, the judges should be turning in the score. Well, he's going to wrap it up or keep going. He is not stopping. Yep, he is now. The tire's flat, and that's going to do it. And the crowd is on its collective feet.
He wants to go again. He's saying, hey, let me fire this thing up. I'm not done yet.
He wants to go for more, and I think the official will say, okay.
Well, I think there's a good chance that that flat tire going down on that wheel could damage the concrete. So if he can get back on the dirt, I think he'll be all right.
The scores have been recorded. We haven't seen them yet, but they've made the judges turn their scorecards to where they have them on what they think that was worth, and they are holding them in their laps right now. Look at that.
He knew it was time to go for it. You don't leave anything on the table then.
Wow, what a launch on a crossbred move. Is he Daddy's little boy or what, huh?
Absolutely. And you know what? Guarantee you, Dad's the proudest man inside of the stadium right now. He's grinning from ear to ear. Look at the air right here, man. He just goes for it.
Yeah, Dad went from the most nervous man in the place to the happiest man in the place. You're absolutely right. This kid is just a natural. Adam Anderson turning him on here in Houston.
And you know, it was a big deal for Dennis to put him in the truck. He wouldn't just put him in the truck because he's his kid. He has to make sure he's ready to be inside of the Gravedigger to put on a show, the show that the fans expect out of that machine.
And there for the fans, that wasn't part of the scoring. That, of course, was a little bit of an encore, just because Adam wanted to make sure the Houston fans got everything he had to give them. Listen to him.
He's jacked up, baby.
The scores are at 29.
Oh, yeah.
He takes the lead with a 29. They leave Tom Mintz 1 point, but he better be great to get it. Brenda's down there with Adam. Brenda?
All right, Adam, you put on your true digger performance tonight. The fans love you.
You know what? I tried my best out there. That's definitely a different man right there driving that truck. It's a beast. I like it a lot. Had some fun out there. You know what? Come back in a couple months in my truck. I'm going to do it again.
Adam Anderson has the lead, but guess who's next? The 7-time world champion goes after the kid. Don't miss it. Monster Jam is brought to you by Advance Auto Parts. We're ready in advance. And by Ford F-Series, the best-selling truck for 30 straight years. Well, we're going to get back to freestyle and maximum destruction in just a moment. But let's go down to Brenda Price because it's time to fuel your curiosity.
Let's take a minute for Advanced Auto Parts. Fuel your curiosity. And who do I have with me here?
Deanne.
Deanne, where are you from?
East Texas.
You came all the way from East Texas for this?
Yes.
And I know that you have a favorite and you have a question. What's going on?
I would like to ask Tom Metz what his latest technology and safety is this year. What he's taking advantage of.
You think he's going to do some good in freestyle tonight?
Oh, yeah.
All right, well, we're going to go find Tom Metz and we're going to see how his safety's doing.
Deanne, a lot of new technology and safety, but the number one thing I have is a new pad on the left side near my roll cage to protect my head.
Here he is, Tom Mintz. We talked to him before he hit the track for freestyle.
The equipment will have to hold up for the whole 90. I'll bring my A game. It's half man, half machine. If they both show up, I don't feel I can be beat.
Well, he's got 1 point left up on the board to do that.
He'll need a 30 to win it. He'll have to convince all 3 judges he deserves a 10. Adam Anderson's in the hot seat with a 29 in Gravedigger.
You know, something else that I saw on Tom Metz at our first event, there's how you air one out.
Sick. That was sick.
And that thing landed on the front tires, you just kind of tickle the throttle, pull the front end back out, the hands out of the window. Look out, baby, he's on it.
He's something else. Tom Mintz, maximum destruction, but he's going to need to do quite a bit. Adam Anderson was brilliant.
If it stays together for 90 seconds, it's going to be a close battle. What I was going to say is he has a huge neck collar now. It really supports that helmet and really makes his shoulders, neck, and head all one piece so he can stay focused when he's about 50 feet in the air.
How many stories up was he on that? That was incredible.
He's a great driver. He is just a great driver.
You know, he calls himself the king of air, and you can see exactly why with moves like that. Here comes the crossthread for you.
And he's going after exactly what Adam did, and it looks like he broke it.
This may cost him a chance to get the win.
He broke a right front axle there. You can see he's just not pulling.
Yep. If he could have finished that last 30 strong, he might have pulled off that 30 score he needed, but I don't think he's going to get it now. He's kind of lumbering.
And that's what he does. I mean, he'll sit back there and watch everybody's freestyle, and then he'll go out there and do exactly what they do and try to do it better.
He rolls it over just as the clock goes to 0. That's fine. But that, a little fireplace.
That's scary right there.
Get him out of there.
He needs to get out of there because whatever that fluid is also running down. Now, fortunately, it's running away from the driver's cockpit, but that's why they had the fire suits on.
Well, look at the officials saying, come on, Tom. Jimmy Orsini saying, go take your foul over here. Let's get this fire out. And the Monster Jam officials are the best in the business, Kenny.
We're right there on it, man. I mean, literally seconds.
And you notice they get to the driver first. But look at how high he is. I mean, he's ready to shake hands with the people in the upper deck here.
You know, and he had his hand stuck out of the window when he did it. I mean, he knows what's going to happen when he's up there.
I've got to believe, though, he will not get the 30 he needs. This could be Adam Anderson's first win in Gravedigger. We're going to check the scores in a moment. But how about Tom Metz? Watch him again.
I mean, right here, this is where the truck breaks, and he needed this to finish it up if he was going to have a shot at winning. I agree with you, Scott. I think he's probably going to lay up a little bit short. It was a great show, though. I don't want to cut him short just yet.
No, it was spectacular, and the fans loved it. But again, was it enough to get a perfect 30? Probably not, because, again, it goes away at the end. But how about this spectacular finish? And, again, the officials getting Tom out of there in time, so there's no issues, and the fire already extinguished. Look at him. He's loving. Big smile. Tom Metz has got that helmet off, and that means probably there's a young Max D fan going to get it. It is. It's a 27, and that pretty much is judged fairly. You got to give those three judges credit. I think they got it right. Adam Anderson wins. Metz was great, but he had that lull at the end, and that opens the door for Adam Anderson to get a win in Gravedigger and for a young fan to find a Tom Metz Maximum Destruction sign and put a hat or helmet on their head. Now, Brenda Price is with Adam Anderson.
All right, Adam, we had some big shoes to fill tonight, but in Gravedigger fashion, you took home the Freestyle champion.
It's awesome, man. It's unbelievable. I never expected this. My first show in the truck I've never been in. Like I said earlier, drove it from the trailer to the back to out into the stadium, and that's it. Did good in racing. Blower belt broke. Had bad luck. Had to burn the house down in Freestyle. Had a good time out there.
All right, this is your Freestyle champion tonight in Houston, Adam Anderson.
And Scott, the first guy to stop the streak of Tom Metz this year.
That's right. Metz had not been beaten in any way, shape, or form on speed this year until that by Adam Anderson. So it's logical that our Ford Trucks bold move of the night would be Adam Anderson, and that was a bold move thanks to your friends at Ford.
The kid just did an awesome job all the way around.
You can say that for a lot of these competitors, Ken. Top to bottom, this was an outstanding freestyle.
And how about El Matador? I think he survived like the first 8 trucks. A great night for him.
Escalade was outstanding. David Smith always strong in the Fiesta King Crunch. Got Jimmy Kohler out to get the fans really going crazy. And Tom Metz may not have won, but he was a winner in the eyes of many of these fans as he really stuck it out there and went big. Remember, all Monster Jam roads lead to Las Vegas, the official destination of Monster Jam and the Monster Jam World Finals. Well, we're going to leave Houston, head a little bit east, and take you to Monster Jam Racing in Atlanta, Georgia, at what is sure to be a sold-out Georgia Dome next time. For Ken Stout, for Brenda Price, I'm Scott Douglas. We'll see you next time.